fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Vikings and the Cowboys, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how did it get a win?
They run here with Rico Dowdle. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from the big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Utah.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. The Vikings at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back to throw here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now back to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down in the game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They run here with Dowdle. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing now is Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good for Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets it to Addison. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have regained the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw again. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw again. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Vikings offense and Jordan Addison headed back onto the field. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them to making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's into the hands of Tolbert. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw now on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And again, it's Mahomes. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And so much of football is about mismatches. And here, they're going to line the running back out wide to the right. And I think defensively, there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that. And they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 6-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Jones going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, Vikings! Deebo Samuel, 41 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it and throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Cowboys.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's 1st and goal. Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They run again with Dowdle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.